Alright, I'm back, my niggas. I'm back. I just got done watching a couple of IRS videos, the new ones that they posted. So, if y'all don't know who IRS is, it's basically the guy's eye and his, moderators. They crack down on all the 18 plus what ifs. So, if you is 18 plus what if, I'm gonna snitch your ass out. I don't care. I'm gonna do it. Because I don't really like 18 plus what ifs. And the ones that I'm actually subscribed to that's actually finna do 18 plus what ifs, I'm unsubscribing. I don't watch their content, but I it's still there. Still subscribe, but I don't watch the content. Cause I do go back to their channel because they got some videos that's not 18 plus, but they cool to me. They're not 18 plus, but they cool. That's something I don't like. They do all these 18 plus things, but they got what ifs that's actually cool without 18 plus in it. And I don't do 18 plus. Me. Y'all might see me, spice things up, but I don't add no peppers. I might put in a little dabble of hot sauce, but I ain't adding the whole bottle. I don't go. I don't go into full detail with y'all. I just say it like I say it, like Deku speaks the language of the gods. Then he play football. That's all I say. That's all you have to do. Just be, you can add a little couple, scenes like that, but don't go in full things like, Deku, he basically all, day long with, such and such character. I don't want to hear that, bro. And some of y'all be asking me to do 18 plus. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you this straight. I ain't doing that shit. Fuck no. Stop asking. I ain't never gonna do that fucking shit. So don't ask me for that dumb shit. I'm not doing it. Bro, I ain't doing that. But I do love y'all, I love all the support y'all giving me, but I'm not gonna do that. Cause it's just not me. So, let's get into the story. This what if Deku was the Ninetails Fox. And since I'm gonna do both, dark and light stories, this basically the dark half of the Ninetails. So he gets reincarnated into, the world of My Hero Academia after Naruto dies. Because he dies after that. And instead of, being, recycled from the chakra of his self, he basically get reincarnated into the world. Yeah, y'all see the comment that's basically telling him, I don't like 18 plus for this. So he basically get reincarnated to the world of My Hero Academia by, a family that having him. It's not Inko. No, it's not. And this is a hero, what if. It's going to be dark at first. That's why I'm saying that. And, the light side going to be light. And it's going to change his mentality, depending on which side I give him. So the dark side, from what Naruto found out about the Ninetails dark side, is it can sense negative emotions. Hostility and things like that. And I believe that the light side can sense positive emotions. That's what I'm going to say. Now, I'm going to say this. The Ninetails keeps all his chakra. Even though it's 50%, it's still a lot. It's way more than the 8 tails. The Ninetails is one of the most brokest, broken, nine foxes. One of the most brokest characters. So, all of his abilities, I don't know. I do know that he has, I'm giving him his tails and his ears and the red hair as you see in the picture. He has 9 tails. And he has the slit-like eyes. The red eyes with the slits in it. Now, Kurama, he can shoot, tail beast blast. He can also shoot little small blasts, too. Tail beast blasts are devastating. One swipe from his tail can erase a whole mountain range, which I'm going to give to Deku. As you can see, the character in this photo has a sword. I'm also giving him that. But not this, clothing. He's going to have something like, something like the Sage of Six Paths had. The white. I'm also going to give him, some, he don't use jutsu. He don't know jutsu. He can't do jutsu. since he's all natural chakra. He is a being described of chakra. He is chakra. So I'm going to give him nature chakra, which I believe he can. He gathered some. He can gather nature chakra, and he is. So he basically is sage mode. So let's start the what if. Deku was born to a family. Family that had black hair, black eyes. Deku and their family, they was a family of one Quirk users. Everyone in their family was born with they was a family of just random Quirk. They don't care who get what kind of Quirk they get. They just gets a Quirk. No matter what kind of Quirk they got. Deku's mother has a weak air Quirk, while his father has a weak fire Quirk. So Deku was born, red ears, fox ears on his head, and 9 tails, with his eyes been closed so they can't see the red slits. He has sharp nails, He has some whiskers on the side of his face. He look a little bit like Naruto. And they spank him to see if he'll cry, but he doesn't. Ninetails OG. That nigga don't cry. Well, he did cry when Hamari striked him in the stomach, but we ain't gonna dive into Boruto. I feel like this is a disgrace to the whole Naruto community. And I'm sorry for bringing up, harsh memories. Everyone should be, sad from hearing about Boruto. And I'm just said it again. I'm not gonna dive in on that subject of that disgrace of anime. Oh yeah, if y'all do 18 plus videos, I'm gonna tell you this now. If y'all watch my channel, y'all do 18 plus videos, you are a disgrace to me. And if I ever find you in public, I'm gonna kill you. No lie. I'm gonna kill you, bury your body. I ain't gonna bury it. No, I ain't gonna say nothing. I can't playing out in public. I can't have my voice recorded. I can get caught HD. So, unlike Jamal, I'm not gonna pull out the 9. I'm gonna keep it holstered. So, they see, Kurama, and they thinking he is, an abomination. He's a disgrace to them. He should not be here. He should not have, look like this. So, that, Kurama's mom, or Deku's mom, told her husband that she did not cheat on him. He says, yes, you did. You cheated on me. And she said, no, I did not. I did not cheat on you. He says, well, I'm breaking up with you. No, he says, well, I'm divorcing you. And she is quite mad. Oh, my charger in. I was so dumb. I didn't know that. So they get a divorce, and she is mad because Deku caused her marriage. Now, growing up, Deku was a prodigy. He's smart. He wasn't really nice to people. He didn't really talk to people because he didn't trust people. And one of the main reasons being his mother. Now, Deku's mother, she became an alcoholic. She started drinking. She started, this is, the second generation of Quirks, way, this is a long time before All Might. This is when, around the third user of One For All has it. I was going to say the third user of One For All has, One For All. So, Deku's mother is treating him wrongly. On certain days, he doesn't eat. Some days, she abused him, And I'm sorry if this brings up any PTSD for anyone. I'm really sorry. So, because personally, I don't really know any of you personally. But for me, I never got abused. I did get whoopings, but, that's just natural. I didn't get beat. So, Deku gets abused, and he, started to hate his mother for all the wrong she did to him. And it's not Inko, like I said. His father, he abandoned him and his mother doesn't like him. She's also a drunk, an alcoholic. So what he does is he packs his bags and run away with the little clothes that she actually bought for him. She actually bought a little bit of clothes, but that's it. She bought shoes for him, a jacket. That's it. After that, nothing else. So he runs away. And he goes live on a mountain. So, during this time, he trains his powers to get back to... Well, he is actually on the level of, the Ninetails and Naruto. Which his power is far beyond everyone in, this world. So, what he does is he basically stays on the mountain and lives there for a very long time, which he does have eternal life. He is immortal. If he do die, in his human body of his, he will come back. It's like, let me see, Meliodas. When Meliodas dies, he comes back. Well, when the Ninetails dies, he comes back. Well, after a minute, he comes back. And every time he dies, he gets more hatred for the person who killed him. So if someone kills him over and over again, he's going to get hatred for them. So, during his time of living on the mountain, he met someone. This is after about 50 to a couple of, years, a lot of years. He met a bald man that wore glasses. This man would just, goggles. He was just, running around using his quirk on the trees, having fun. He was pretty young for his age, like in his 20s. And he came across, Deku, Kurama, as he was just walking through the forest with no shoes on, wearing, Hagoromo's robe that he made by himself. I was going to say the Ninetails can create things, and he can summon. It's just that he don't know a lot of jutsu. Well, he knows a lot of jutsu. It's just that he didn't, have the right physique to produce them. So now he can, use jutsu. So I'm just going to say that he can use jutsu, any jutsu he wants. Because he does have all, 9 chakra natures. He is a being of pure chakra. And he is sage chakra. Because he is natural chakra. And he is a divine being, basically. When the sons of Hagoromo and the Ten Tails being, basically of the Otosuskis, their creation. And Ninetails seeing Hagoromo as a father, and the other tail beasts as brothers and sisters. And also, what's his name? And the other one? Indra and Ashura as brothers too. Even though I think it was Indra, his reincarnation still always messed with him. And he does have a hatred for, the Leaf Village. He still does remember that. He hates the first Hokage, the first Hokage's wife, Kushina, and Madara, and Obito. But he don't hate Naruto and Sasuke. Because, they actually treated him with respect. Well, Sasuke came around to respect the Ninetails. But Naruto did. He always did. He never tried to, force the Ninetails into, being friends with him. He gained his trust. So, Naruto was his favorite. Even though it's his hatred side. He was his favorite. So this bald man sees this kid. Well, he doesn't look like a teenager. He isn't going to grow, old. He isn't going to look old. He's always going to look like a teenager. And he asks, he looks like a 14-year-old. He asks, hey kid, what are you doing through the forest? And as, Deku basically look at him and says, so, you must be one of the users of that quirk. They said, wait, what quirk are you talking about? As he says, one fall. The man shocked says, wait, you know about one for all? As Deku says. Yes, I do. In fact, I met, the previous users before you. I was born when the third user was around. They said, wait, that means you're over, something years. I don't know the precise time because we don't really get a precise time of when, My Hero Academia is set. It just said, in distant future. I can't remember the years, 300 or something years. Quirks popped up. So, he tells him that, and the man is shocked by this, this revelation that he just found out. So, the man, start talking to Deku. Deku explains what the Quirk, what the first user, thing is, One Fall. He knows everything. He explains everything he knows about One Fall, basically. The man then says, oh, okay, as the man leaves. And, every user of One Fall knows the story of a kid, a kid with fox ears, fox tails, red eyes with slits in them, whiskers, and a white, clothing, like Hagoromo's clothing, with 9 pendants on it, that he, was around when the third user was around. Let's say, So Nana Shimura hears of this story after getting a Quirk for the man. I think that she was the next one to get it. And then after Nana Shimura, she told All Might when she passed it down to him. And All Might, this when Principal around the time, Principal Nezu, made UA. So All Might thinking of making Deku a hero. So, All Might asks Principal Nezu to come with him to go receive someone that was around ever since the third user of, my Quirk. As I'm pretty sure Principal Nezu knows of One Fall. He says, wait, what? There was someone that's actually, was around his generation before, way back when the third user was around? And he says, yes. And we should go meet him. From what Nana Shimura told me, the one who previously gave her the Quirk, he said that it was a boy who looked to be at the age of 14, but he was actually older than him. He said that he asked the boy for his name. He said his name was Kurama. Said the boy has fox ears, fox tails, whisker marks, red eyes with slits in it. He carried around a sword with white clothing. Sometimes he jumped from tree to tree. Sometimes he occasionally floated, suspended in the air. And, once he asked the kid for his Quirk, or, the man for his Quirk, he said he has none. He says he just has a power. He has something called chakra that he can manipulate from, his body. And that, the way he's flying, he's basically using that chakra in the same way that one person once used it with, which they floated with using wind, wind chakra nature, the old dude, I forgot his name, he basically floated. He was floating, flying around with, wind chakra. I forgot his name, and I forgot which Kage he was. The man did, the whatever user, the bald user, he then, subscribes his powers. As, Deku did show him some of his powers as he created a tail beast bomb, and when in his hands he shot it far, far away. Like, the mountain that he was at was near the sea. He shot it into the sea, and it created a huge blast. And it basically evaporated a huge portion of the water. But it quickly, slowly but surely got, fulled up. It did, nearly cause a tsunami, but the kid stopped it before it happened. He said the kid was walking on water. Said the kid was very strong. He fought him once and he lost. Said the kid was basically wasn't even taking him seriously. He used his pinky and defeated him. Nezu was more shocked by this, so they walking into the forest to find this kid. Oh yeah, I was gonna use this picture originally. So tell me which one of these pictures you want to see. You want to see this one or this one? So they, going through the forest. They looking for him. They get to a mountain, and they goes up the mountains. Then they find this cave. They go inside. They see, a fire going, campfire. Then they see this, this 14-year-old boy, Ninetails, fox ears, basically just, sitting on a rock. He stared down at them with his red eyes, with his black slit, as he says, you must be All Might. As All Might shocked, how do you know me? Toshinori Yage. I think it's 8. Yeah, the 8th user of One for All. I know a lot of things, Toshinori. And you must be Nezu, the lab rat. Well, it is sad that you did get experimented on, but I can't help you from that. After all, we are pretty similar. They think of me as a beast, and then you are an animal with a quirk. So, what do you want? As they say, we want you to become a hero and join, UA. He says, sure. But, for me to do that, I need you to do something for a person that I know. She was, a woman that I met one time while I was walking through the forest. And she seemed, pretty sad. As they say, what do you need? He says, I want, this woman to be helped in a way. I need someone to protect her, because everywhere she goes, she gets attacked for no reason. It's as if someone is trying to kill her, and I need that someone taken down. Until the time I can figure out who it is, I want you to protect her. As she do, come around sometimes to help, calm me down when I am angry. And I see of her as a mother figure. Saying as my mother was really one that was nice. As they say, okay, what is the woman's name? As he smiles and says, her name is Inko Midoriya. As we switch over to Inko. Now, I'm changing Inko up in this story. Inko is, what is it called? She basically a person that, studies animals, help animals. She's an environmentalist. She loves, saving environments, meeting endangered animals, saving them, rehabilitation. She does a lot of things with animals. She is nice. Animals love her. They just like the aura that she produces. And, nature loves her for, doing all this. So occasionally, an animal everywhere else, anywhere, if any animal is around her, they feel peace, calmness. And, she can tell just by looking at an animal that something is wrong with them. It's like they speak to her, which they do. But she doesn't notice, that they're actually speaking. She just, get the thoughts that they're, talking to her. And from this, she knows every little thing that's wrong with them. Every time someone tries to attack her, animal come out of anywhere, like birds will fly out that sky, wolves will come out the forest. If any animal is near, plants will grow and help her. Plants that's already existing right there. That isn't just her. They will just grab the person that's doing something. And the people that's trying to kill her just want to kill her to stop helping the environment because they want to see it burn. This is people. This is a certain group of people that are not welcoming people, but they're gonna be welcomed pretty soon into an area specifically for them. But that's not here nor there. As deku goes for All Might and Principal Nezu to 1A, UA. Now, UA is not having their entrance exams. As deku gets in automatically, you don't need to take the exams. As everyone takes their exams, oh yeah, this is after All Might gets his injury. As deku can smell All Might's blood, and he do know medical ninjutsu, but yeah, he heals All Might. As All Might is thankful of this. As people take the exams. Bakugo, he's still arrogant since he didn't meet Deku. He doesn't have that, Well, he is still arrogant. He just don't know Deku. He thinks he's the best out of everybody in the world. That his quirk is second to none. The only person quirk that's better than his, he thinks is All Might. But he do think sometimes, occasionally, that he is going to be better than All Might. Dang, I'm already sleepy. I did stay up all the day. I ain't go to sleep like I do all the time. So everyone takes the exam. Araka actually, doesn't get crushed on the rubble this time, so she don't get, hurt. Everyone get to the same place. They're doing canyon, and they go to school on first day. Everyone meets each other, then they see this kid walk in class with a uniform on, Ninetails behind him, just swinging. Fox ears, no whiskers, red eyes with slits in them. They thinking, the girls thinking that he's cute, with his red hair, and they wouldn't touch his tails. So he goes and he sits down. And Araka gets in, she sits down also, since she don't have anyone to thank. And either he is still chewing out Bakugo for having his feet on the desk, but as Sawa comes in, he does everyone sit down and be quiet. Yeah, there's no little while to sit down and be quiet, but they do it. And, as I said, it took y'all 15 seconds to shut up and be quiet. Well, be quiet. They won't do it all. Put on these, uniforms and go outside. We're gonna be doing a quirk evaluation test. As Rockets raises her hand, says, "What about orientation?" As Aizawa says, "You're in, a hero school now. There's no need for orientation." As everyone leaves, they get changed. As everyone sees, in the boys' locker room, everyone sees that Deku is, has a toned body with muscles, but he isn't too muscular. But he is toned. As Kirishima asks what is his workout routine. As Deku says, that's something you don't need to know. That is private information. And I don't feel like, sharing that information. As everyone is wondering what he means by that. But he just leaves it at that. Now, the Ninetails Fox, after living for so many years, in this world, he knows everything about it. He also knows it's common sense not to show all his powers. But, only one person knows, two people know of all his powers. That's, All Might and Nezu. But they don't know all of his powers. They only know a select few, like his tail beast bombs and his, strength. one of his minimal strength. So, they go outside. Aizawa throws the ball to Bakugo, saying that he got first place on the entrance exam, throw the ball with his full power. So Bakugo throws it, he is the same as Cannon. Actually, no, he get a little bit weaker than Cannon, because he don't got deku to test his quirk on. He also, don't work as hard as he did, because, he don't got deku to show him up to be better than him. So he is a little bit weaker than Cannon, but his ego is still full as in Cannon. And everyone else, Mina says this is fun. Aizawa says fun. You think we all here to have fun? How about this? Last place gets, expelled. As everyone says, that's not fair. Aizawa says fair. You know nothing of fairness. Is it fair to have natural disasters? Is it fair, to have villains that kill people? Is it fair when people die for no reason? Is it fair, for all these things that happen to people for no reason? Is it fair that some people have money, some people don't? Is it fair that some people get to eat, some people get to starve? Is it fair that some people get to drink, some people don't? Is it fair for all the people that have to go out to war to fight for their country? Is it fair that people get shot by cops because, they did nothing wrong and cops think that they did something wrong? Is it fair for all the kids that get abandoned by their parents? Is it fair for all the kids that don't have parents because some unfortunate accident? The world is not fair, so deal with it. If the world was fair, we wouldn't have heroes, we wouldn't have villains, we wouldn't have vigilantes. So everyone throws it, and Deku throws it, concealing his strength more, so he just get around, just higher than everyone. He just try to oh crap. He try to keep your strength lower, so he can hide his strength. He has a basic strength quirk, and he gets around average points. He gets no better than most people. Try to consider strength. In all the tests he do, consider strength so he can look average. And the test done, and they leave. All Might then walks up to Aizawa and tells Aizawa, the kid right there with the tails and the ears. You see, you think that his quirk is actually weak, but he doesn't have a quirk, to tell you the truth. And one more thing. He is way powerful than me. He just doesn't want to show his full power. And as I was shocked from this, and he asked All Might for more details, he says that's all I can reveal to you. As All Might walks away, and this is what I'm gonna lead this off. The next part will come out sometime soon. So, peace out.